Oh,
I'm
you see
speechless.
what it is? It's unscripted motherfucking logic on a Wednesday night. I am one of your hosts, Pablo Picasso. With me, as always, on the far left, we got
Social assassin. You know what it is. If you don't, you about to find out.
yeah. There's probably gonna be a lot of people that are about to find out what it is. So this is a podcast we do. We try to do it weekly. It's more like bi-weekly these days. I call it comedy, but we kind of cover everything. This is our good friend and longtime collaborator. Been on the show a couple of times. We actually literally were just talking about getting him back on maybe a week ago. Like we need to get you back on an episode. And then things happen and presents himself and we say, bro, okay, now we definitely have to. We can't even do another episode without him coming out.
Yeah. Facts.
So I mean, there's so many added to people like MME cartoonist, teacher, content creator, battle rap analyst. I like to start with Marine. Father. Teacher, educator. Real one. Visionary. A fucking real one. The GOAT. This is the GOAT. MME Educating. How we doing today, bro?
I mean, after that introduction, I thought I was doing as good as I can. That introduction, the song, that was fire. I feel amazing. And then I just got feel like I just got a hip hop inspiration. I don't know what it was. It was the song. It had to be the song and everything, the vibe. And I was
We didn't even plan that. We didn't even plan that back and forth.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was fire. And then on top of that, it's like I'm listening to it and I'm literally remembering and hearing it, like when I'm catching the beat, when I'm catching the pattern, when I'm grabbing from Pablo, like when I'm going through the whole analytical process just now. So I'm like, that was actually emotional right there for me. I appreciate it. I love that song. Shout out to that. We got more coming up. We're gonna do more, Pablo.
Yeah, we definitely got to do more tracks. That track I just played was me and him, actually. Is fire track. So we got one comment. What's the topic? The topic today, we're going to get into a lot of things, but
very important topic.
Very important topic. We're going to be talking about censorship, smear campaigns, fake news, what people call journalism.
But for a reason.
Yeah, so to me, there's a difference between a journalist and a propagandist. And if you don't know, I guess we should pull up the article just for people that don't know. Maybe we should show them first, or
well, let's be a little more specific about the topic.
Yeah.
So MME here, if you don't know, has an article in the New York Post that is a bunch of lies and slander and smears against his name. And it can be proven that what this article is saying is lies. It can be proven very easily. So Pablo's gonna pull up the article. Moose, salute. Moose became a subscriber here because of MME. Shout out to that.
Oh, really? That's fire. Yeah, we have we cross. What we do it like we like to do a lot is that we like cross promote, and we'll always be like, oh, this goes, which I get. It's like different kinds of content, but.
Relationships.
Not really. The relationship, the ships that we do. That shit's so fun. This motherfucker don't even have to like rhyme.
Right.
The wordplay.
He's like Lux. He could just talk on a track.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that because Lux did drop a new diss track, and after we get into all this, I do think later on in the spirit, like you said, hip hop is trash.
Yeah, you got me hyped. I like that already. I like that. Please, let's do it. I would love to hear that with y'all. Break that down with y'all.
All right. So without further,
I'll have it.
Without further,
y'all got me so hyped right now. I might end up spitting today. Like it's that type of energy right now.
Yeah.
And like I feel it already. Like I feel that energy already.
Yeah.
Your criminology is the biggest philosophy of this democracy. With the people used as a property, they push us into poverty, introduce us to robberies, put pawn shops in the hood. Jokes becomes a hobby. See inside of me, they effing us, keep us hoping with lotteries, brainwashing us all alive and living mockeries, taking all our knowledge and rearranging our prophecies, milking all our talents and drinking up with the prophets be. They bring us all the drugs, then go out on a locking spree. You can smoke a spliff. I know brothers who got locked for weed. People don't see it. That's the only thing that's shocking me. Bring us press guns for beef, knowing that we kill for broccoli. It's like they dedicate every thought just on stopping me. Where every job I get, there's a Rothschild on top of me. So sleeping ain't an option, choice, or question here. Nor is it for anyone to be stressed a kid. Shout out to y'all. I told y'all they got me started.
Yeah.
Dr. Social Assassin and Pablo Picasso. I just got the energy in me right now.
Yeah.
Salute, yo. Check the mic. One person's louder than the other. Which one?
I'm probably louder than everyone.
Yeah.
That's usually the case, but that I don't think we can really change that.
Right. No, I mean
But-
everyone's on automatically adjust and everything. If it gets like too crazy, it doesn't sound too crazy to me, but if it gets too crazy, I'll adjust it. So yes,
my
this
voice
is
just loud.
he's a loud ass
I'm
motherfucker.
loud,
Loud mouth.
obnoxious. I'm
Loud
and
mouth.
obnoxious.
All right, tell them why you're mad. Yo, that is crazy. That was fire. Yeah. So if you like that, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna love.
Oh, I'm quieter. Pablo trying to silence me.
No, I'm gonna.
Hey, y'all give me PTSD. Hey,
muted, voice silence.
Thank you,
So-
Cappy. Thank you, Cappy, for letting me know.
I can't
It's
see
all
the
right.
chat and everything right now. I mean, because I don't want to move off
Okay.
the screen. But shout out to all y'all. Y'all know how I feel. Shout out to everyone. Always love. I'm definitely gonna go back and forth and tune into the chat. But shout out to y'all. Know it's all love. My peoples, we peoples. We all one. This free thinking energy right here. All unscripted logic, free thinking energy. We all unity. These are ships we talk. This is literally the concept here. Unity. Wide range unity, mass unity with those who want to unite. This is not for everybody. If this ain't for you, it's not for you. It's okay.
It's definitely not for everybody.
It's not. It's okay. It ain't. It's all good.
We're fighting a bigger enemy. You know, most people always want to fight amongst each other. I see it even on like a lower level where people in comment sections and like, hey, fucking this dude, it's like, bro, this is how you spend your time. It's like low level hating on like low level talent and shit. It's like, it's weird, bro. But yeah, I got the article right here. We could pull it up. I'm definitely gonna post. I was gonna say if there's any mods, but you know, I think all our mods are fucking like just straight up don't do shit around here anymore. They just hide in the bushes. So I was gonna say any mods I want to post the link to his channel, but I'll do that.
Shout out to the mods. They just got their feet up. It's all good. I hate
them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. As long as they're enjoying it, it's all right.
I know they like this chilling. I feel y'all. Shout out to them.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me.
All right, let me shout out. Let me go.
No, you good. I'm gonna put us over here so we can get a good look at this right here. So yeah, this is the article. I don't know if I should read it in full. I kind of did like a breakdown on another live, but just so you can get the idea. Look, it says New York's NYC school teacher ID'd as host of anti-Semitic bizarre conspiracy podcast while wearing tinfoil hat. As you can see, he's rocking the tinfoil hat right now. So, no, you good, bro. You good. You kind of went crazy. So, you know, it's all good. And yeah, it don't matter if English your first, second, third language, bro. As long as you know, we're all here to learn. We're all here to learn. So, yeah, this is insane. This is about the man in the middle here. Oh, well, okay, now he's on the right at the bottom. So this
I think the tinfoil gives it away.
The tinfoil hat man himself is the one and only teacher that. So first, right off rip, before I even get into this, do you have a podcast?
Wait, that's so funny. No. So before this, I wasn't considering that a podcast. That's why I now call it Tinfoil Talks, because they helped me create an avenue to now it's going to be officially a podcast. Thank you, New York Post.
Literally. So I thought it was funny to me because right off rip, it says host a bizarre podcast. And I'm like,
right.
Podcast. So just going live on YouTube is now a podcast. Like, I didn't know
that's
that.
What
I wasn't aware of that. But apparently that's the thing.
No,
but they gave you the alley-oop, so now you're like, now it is a podcast.
Exactly.
Now it is a podcast. So fuck it. Okay, and then it says anti-Semitic. See, that's what caught me off guard. Like, I get if they were gonna go for an angle of like, oh, teacher hosts a podcast about conspiracies. If that was the angle, I'm not saying I agree, but I could at least understand the angle.
Right. Me too, obviously.
Right. When they put anti-Semitic, immediately it took me out because I watched all the live streams and I'm like, anti-Semitic? I'm like, what are we talking about? So then you go to the first passage here. It says public school teacher hosts a vile podcast where he spouts unhinged anti-Semitic conspiracy. off rip, first sentence, vile, unhinged, spouts. Like, the way they're framing this is insane, bro. Do you
I'm not gonna lie
consider?
too. I don't know if I was able to say this. And you know, anything we don't cover, we probably covered on the live I did. But it's like I don't think I said this part. I was laughing reading that because it's like
Yeah, of
you
course.
clearly, or I didn't know at that moment I knew something fishy was going on with somebody behind the scenes. But at that moment I'm like, you didn't even check. You gonna believe if whoever said this about me? Like, so I was just laughing like, okay, you messed up already, but my fault. I'm just gonna throw
You
that in
could. I
little
was
things in
gonna.
there if I didn't cover it yet. But I just want to throw it out there.
Absolutely, that's what you're here for.
This was hilarious to me, live and direct.
So I found it hilarious as well. But would you consider anything?
I don't know what just happened. I don't hear anything.
You don't hear me? It's
Okay, I
because
see you
social left.
moving.
It's because social
so
left.
okay, I think something went wrong. All right. We'll figure it out.
Ruined it. Social ruined it. You can't hear me now?
I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because then anytime someone leaves and comes back, it does that for a second.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
All right. Do you consider anything you do like vile or hateful? Like,
absolutely not. I mean, nah, love and unity is what I push, and I mean that's part of my life. If I was vile, honestly, I still would have been in the streets. To be honest, that was why I had to get away from that. And like I don't talk about it a lot because I'm somebody who I jumped up. I mean, for lack of better terms, I was up the fudge young, like very, very young. Now I'm not saying any age or anything like that. So I had, by the time I was 18, that Marine decision was a little critical decision to not take some type of leadership role or go too wild in them streets. And I took a different route. That's so, yeah, I'm just saying that to state that. Like, it's a perspective. Just give us perspectives, I guess.
Yeah. So to me, a journalist, like, don't get me wrong, you have like artistic liberties to write a certain way, but first sentence, you should be giving me nothing but the facts.
Exactly.
Right? And when you start off going a vile podcast where it's disgusting and despicable, but that's all opinions. That's all opinions of yours, which is not true, by the way. But I just thought it's crazy. Like, first sentence. So then, we go a little more. Okay, teaches social studies. And then it's like even.
By the way, if I'm anti anything, I'm anti-vile and anti all those things that they're saying. I'm like, I'm anti-vile.
Bro, there's nothing but love. Every time I watch your lives, there's nothing but love. And all you do is question things. And and any good teacher teaches their students to question things.
But here's another thing, though. The way they're framing this, because I saw other people comment like, "Oh, if someone is telling my kids this and that, then I'd pull them out of the school too." And I want to ask you, put it straight to you like this: do you teach these conspiracies in your social studies class?
Absolutely not. Not only do I not teach them in my social study class, there is no room for them in the social studies class.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not even history. It's not like.
I'll take it a step further because I need this to be understood. This is actually part of my whole thing, and this is the whole sovereignty discussion. I not only believe that needs to change. I don't believe that that's not a good thing. It's the rules is the rules. The reason why I can't teach this or I'm not teaching it is because it's not in the curriculum. They're not going to be tested on it. So if you're not going to be tested on anything about this and I'm teaching it, I'm literally stealing your time because I got some whatever, like an ego to teach you something that you're probably not even going to care about. So no, it's bizarre to even think that. But if that was the case, well, let me see. Almost said a chess move. I caught myself. But yes, I think I answered the question though.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. It's crazy. A lot of this, I don't know how familiar y'all are with the show The Wire, but a lot of this reminds me of The Wire. It's not like, if you've never seen it, people think it's just, the kids on the corner selling drugs and the police. Well, no. It's about institutional failure. And the later seasons, you get like the person there's a person who becomes the teacher and is like genuinely trying to make a difference, and you see at every end how the whole system's working against them, from like budget shit to literally the curriculum. They're like, oh, we got the statewide test, so an hour of class every day has to be dedicated to teaching them the answers to the state test.
Yeah.
And shit. But also in the 5th season of The Wire, they get into the newspaper. and they get into the politics of the newspaper. And there's a specific journalist called Scott Templeton in season 5 who he starts to fabricate a lot of quotes. And you're like, oh, this is a perfect quote that goes perfect with the story. Where'd you get it? And then the more the story goes, you learn to find that he's rewarded for making up lies. And the editor that's trying to go by their rules and by their strict guidelines of like, no, if it's not an accredited source, we can't run it. This is bull. He's clearly like making these up. He starts to get punished and pushed out. And it's just like a lot of this is reminding me of it because you got the David Proctor guy who wrote the article, who's clearly a Scott Templeton and just running with his own version of events while writing the shit. You got the school system where it's like it's great. It's a lot of like bigger points. I feel like institutional thing, not just like singular. Because obviously this guy had a and I found the one guy that's quoted in the bottom, the Mosh Spurn dude, who you said became a channel member a couple days before.
But I want to say this, like I feel like
yeah, hold on, let him say that. Should I not? Because I have his Instagram.
I mean, it's all right. It's already too late, but it's all right. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely I didn't want that.
All right, my bad.
But I ain't say anything. That's why my fault. My fault.
You're good.
That's my brother though. Like, so now you know what what that did do. That let you know how close me and Pablo are. Like my mom, it's like 3 people know that.
But what I will say is that, you know, I even outside of that, I think there's other entities at play that had some.
Sure.
No. Oh well, all right. That doesn't have to be speculated, but literally, to be honest, that's funny how this is happening. The first time I said I almost said the chess move, that's what I almost said that. So you don't have to don't speculate it. It's a fact. Just don't. It ain't it's understand that it's understand that out of people playing tic-tac-toe, I'm playing chess. That's why even this how deep that is. Even though Pablo said whatever he said, I ain't gonna say it again. But Pablo said it, and it's okay though. It's not that that's old news.
Yeah,
that chess move was made a long time ago. I just still want to. I like the fact that it's my chess move, and I didn't want to. No, not. I'm Pablo is all 100% good, by the way. Just throwing it out there. But I'm just saying that's the only. I wouldn't
have said it if it was like too questionable because I actually have. The guy's made multiple videos on you on his Instagram.
Yeah, so it's already out there. Exactly. Yeah, that's already there. Yeah.
So I just thought that because clearly he had an agenda and he's like using you as the face to fight against it. When I feel like you're not you don't fit in that box at all. But it's like he don't care. He's like jamming a fucking square peg in a round hole because he needs the face for this movement. And you can tell because if the whole claim he wanted to write about anti-Semitic teachers in New York, and it just doesn't fit because if you actually watch this dude's live streams, how often do you even talk about anything related?
That's another
to
funny
race
topic.
Or Jews?
That's very, very all right. So let's do a percentage. If I did 500 live streams, maybe 5 out of those numbers will have it to the point where we're breaking down details and facts, and that would literally only be the 5. I'll say 5 out of 500. What is that? 1%? Okay, so 1%.
Right. I'll say 5 out of 500 podcasts that it's even mentioned. And if it is mentioned, it's one.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not mentioned at all. Besides that, to be honest, I'm talking about people. They can't mean BB or something like that. I mentioned that, but not like anything that can even be considered as neat. Because it's like, even with that, the stuff that I spoke about was the USS Liberty, what happened in 1967 on the 6-Day War, where we have 171 American soldiers wounded, 31 sailors, 2 Marines, 1 NSA civilian, all Americans unalived from an attack that happened to who was supposed to be our allies in 1967. That's what I was talking about in one of those specific things that actually you're talking about. So when I'm actually talking about something with this, but that can't be described because You want to put that in a newspaper and that I'm speaking about that truth? No, they don't. The whole thing with Rachel Corrie, that stuff isn't coming out. And it's like, am I talking about everybody? I'm mentioning specific people and individual of a history that violated patriotism America. So
Right.
no, I don't. If I'm ever talking about it, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even consider it. That's why I'm trying to give you a number. But when I said 5, I'm saying those are days when I talked about something like that. So if that's considered talking about Israel, that's what I'm saying about USS Liberty or Rachel Corrie and other things of that nature. So yeah, like 5 out of 500.
Here's a perfect example right here, and there's a quote that this is the one that he cherry picked. So this is the best that he could find, and I think it goes right to your point of it's not even talking about Jews or Zionists or like a grander thing. You're talking about one guy.
Hold on, fuck that. I'm gonna say this real quick, not to cut you off, but fuck that. The MME was questioning it, so he's not wrong for questioning something, but I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking say it. This dude fucking took out an insurance policy because he knew it was gonna happen, regardless if he's Jewish or not. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm. So that was my point. Is that you're talking about one guy, and the crux of the story, isn't about him being Jewish. It's about he took out insurance on a building, and then it got attacked. It wouldn't matter if he was a Guinea, if he's Irish, if he had fucking if he had a peg leg, if he was fucking green and from Mars, if he was green and from Mars with no limbs and was just a fucking porta pie. It wouldn't matter. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Thank you. That was so profound. I love how you put that. I wasn't able to put that together like that. I appreciate that.
And you even said, I didn't even peep this, so I watched you live earlier, that, and I know they do this personally, but they didn't even take the full sentence. That's why it doesn't. If you look here, it says "you are you." It doesn't end with a period.
You are the luckiest guy alive, is what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Well, the luckiest guy alive.
I said you. I said you, the luckiest guy alive. That's exactly what I said.
Right. So it says "you are you," and then comma, quotes. So
because if they would have put "you the luckiest guy alive," how you gonna say I'm? That's so crazy.
That's so
but
crazy,
they can't.
Bro.
They can't put the whole sentence because that takes the whole thing in a different context. So you have to take out that part and put Larry Silverstein. You are you, comma, quotes.
One person. One.
Literally.
What am I saying?
Like you said yesterday, he represents all of the Jewish people. Okay, like
it's insane, bro. It's
and
fucking
you even
insane.
said, like, let's say that's the case, and you made an example, like, okay, bro, the way you talk about things, there's no way that anyone can take offense to anything.
Misconstrued. So it's purposefully misconstrued.
Thanks.
And then when you take it and you see the way he frames it, and then you see, like I said, I found this dude's videos, and you watch it, and you see people in the chat, and they're just like, "Oh my god, despicable, disgusting, hate has no place." And I would like go one by one asking them, like, "Did you watch any of it? I just want to ask you, have you watched any of it?" Like, "I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. But like, here is enough." And it's like, thank you for at least admitting that you haven't even watched what you're saying is like so wrong. You know what I mean? But that's how it works. Like, people see a headline, they just like, "Oh my god, that's just despicable," because for some reason, I don't know how we're in 2026 and people still have this like faith in media, which is crazy to me. But again, the words,
especially in 2026, because it's worse than it's ever been.
100%.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Like just like you said, vile. All of a sudden, you get June 15th diatribe. A diatribe. What the fuck?
Free Thinker Society.
Shout out to the fucking Free Thinkers. It's great. In a June 15th diatribe, he accused Israel of playing a role in the JFK assassination by saying Jack Ruby. No, in Israel, he'd be referred to as Jacob Rubinstein. Wow, how despicable. this vile diatribe, this hate that you seem to have for the Jewish people.
This hate monger.
This hate monger. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now? This is insane to me, bro.
That's their best shot of saying that is so crazy.
Now,
Even when I'm hearing it out loud right now, I'm like, damn, that is.
It still
crazy.
sounds silly, but those are the best. They said their best shots. They had to cherry pick those. And
Right.
like, that's the best you can find. Nowhere can you find anywhere that's like. Hold on.
They don't want to. They don't want to put those times where I'm like, all right, shout out to all the people of Israel. I'm with you guys. Those are my people. Free Palestine, free Israel. Yeah, I'm one with you guys. Bebek and Shai, have mercy on the people of Israel. They don't want to put those folks in there. Shout out to all my people in the 12 tribes. They don't want to put that in there. Shout out to us though.
Yeah, exactly.
If they said, if someone came along and said like, yo, Unscripted Logic makes anti-Semitic jokes on Unscripted, like
that would be true at least.
That would be true. That would be understandable.
Because we do make
that.
jokes.
I wouldn't even be mad at that.
Bags.
Because we make jokes about everybody. We're not saying we hate these people, but we make jokes about everyone.
That's a fact.
Everyone,
but just bringing up that something suspicious. And again, like it says up here, and it's like, oh, he accused Israel, and the way they word it, I'm sure he does it like he always does, just like he was questioning the World Trade Center owner, like, oh, that's weird, that's strange, how it's like not like you're claiming it's 100% fact, and that's what they're acting like.
Thank you.
It is, though.
I know,
Thank
but
you.
How can they be mad? So how can they be mad at MME for questioning it when it's a fucking fact?
But liability reasons, I'm just saying you're not even saying it's a fact.
I know.
So even if it is, if there's not like a hard bait, like concrete evidence that these are all fact, even though it's like we all know.
No,
you're not even claiming it. You're not even claiming it.
Though. Exactly. That's part of my tactic. Understanding I'm dealing with things that are considered conspiracy theories. So it's already something that's fragile to people. So I throw it out there, and you can do what you want with that fragility. You can jump on it and look into it yourself, or you can say, "Well, that's fragile already," and leave it alone. Like I don't. Let me just say this too. I'm really, literally speak and talk to the people who I rock with and connect with. Free thinkers, if we like-minded, like-spirited. Other people, that's why trolls and stuff mean nothing to me. I don't care if I have one person I'm talking to at a time. That's cool to me. So
I love it. Our audience like reduced recently, and I love it because it's like the people that clearly aren't there because they're watching and listening. Please leave. Please unsubscribe. Go somewhere else. Fucking please let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
That's the spirit. I love it.
Like please leave.
Real talk.
But there's another quote right
I'd rather
here.
Have a smaller audience that enjoys the content than just have a bunch of people who are just there to hang out.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
So this is weird to me. I don't understand how this has anything to do with Judaism at all. It says, in quotes, they say, "You crazy, how dare you not believe in the moon landing?" How is the moon landing, questioning the moon landing, anti-Semitic?
And how is questioning the moon landing even wrong?
No, for real.
Y'all 1-2 combination right now is epic right now. I gotta keep it. That's like Pablo, you up point then social. Like, wait, but it's like
it don't even make sense. So, like, literally, again, you're not saying the way they quoted it, right? You're not saying, bro, we didn't. There's no way we made it to the moon, and you start getting into because if it's 60,000 miles away and rocket fuel is this in the Earth's atmosphere, you're not even getting it. You're just saying the quote of how people say to you, "You crazy! How dare you not believe in the moon landing?" And just like that, we went from having the ability to ever go into outer space, and then all of a sudden we made it to the moon. And it says he raged. He raged. What the fuck?
I'm trying to not even laugh so much. This is so funny. I
don't know how anyone could read this and walk away like, "Oh, this fucking guy, he sounds horrible." Like,
that's why this is a comedy. That's why this is a comedy podcast, because no matter how fucked up or crazy the thing we're talking about is, somehow we make it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a joke, but I mean,
but this is a joke.
People know that, like, and it's not just the New York Post. It's all media, all newspapers. Like, I'm sure, I don't want to say all, right? Because then they're going to get the all police. Like, no, my small town newspaper that my nephew runs is for. I'm sure there's some. No, for real. I'm sure there's some small town out there with like a small town newspaper where the guys like, actually have journalistic integrity. But for the most point, all like big conglomerate media and newspapers are all bullshit. So it's I
agree.
I said at the beginning, there's a different. If you're a so-called journalist, you're supposed to be unbiased in whatever you're reporting. Whatever you're reporting, I don't give a fuck if in your personal life you're like anti-police and you think there should be stronger whatever the fuck and stronger guidelines and better training. You can have that personal belief, but when you're writing a story, that personal bias should have no place in the reporting. If you're reporting from a biased place, you're a propagandist, not a journalist. And to me, all I've read so far, starting with the first sentence, this is not reporting. This is your opinion.
Right.
And don't get me wrong. I know there's a term for it. What do you call it? An op-ed, I think they call it.
Right. Give your opinion.
It's an op-ed piece. You're giving your opinion. There is opinion pieces. But this is not written like an op-ed. This is written like a fact-based, because the way it says, he raged on March 25th, a vile anti-Semitic podcast. Like it's very matter of fact while it's laying it out.
Right.
And it's just not. It's none of it's true. It's all bullshit. They had to like frame shit a certain way. I still don't understand why they had to say how much money you make. Makes no sense. Or where the school is.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's like a slave whip. That's a kind of concept to say, hey, you got this money if you want to keep your job, if you think you better listen to whatever we say. As if there's two things about that. And I'm glad, look, this is one thing that I didn't get a chance to bring it up. And I'm not really talking about this too much more. So it's like, this is the other part. So if anybody really wants the full story, they might want to get this with my live. I'm somebody who already proved to multiple organizations, but specifically the DOE in 2021. To be honest, they try to start with 2019. They've been asking me about the COVID testing. Refuse. Okay, you're gonna lose your job.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about this.
I lose the job is gone. When y'all met me, that's when I was in the middle of being terminated from COVID. Forced retirement. Forced retirement. 41 years old and had to take out my retirement fund. And then on top of that, they lied and said that I quit, so I couldn't even collect unemployment after working for 12 years teaching.
That's crazy, bro.
But I gave that up though, and I ride it out. I rolled through, and it is what it is. So when someone says my job, that's why it's so important for me to make this very clear. And for anybody, I don't care who needs to hear this. If I showed that time that I'll do that, I was able to go through that and I made it out of it with no problems. What makes you think that I'm not willing to do the same thing? If the DOE, let me make this very clear. If the DOE would have an issue with me saying something, anything in this report that said, if any of these quotes become something the DOE says is some type of issue, that means the DOE, in my eyes, you are on the wrong side of society of justice, and I don't want nothing to do with that. This ain't I'm not no slave. That when I seen that, I'm like, so you think that means like, I gave up the streets. What are you talking about? I'm not getting into bills and all that stuff, what it means, but you might want to probably do some more research. But the only thing is I was good. You ain't gonna see no type of records and all type of stuff for me. And if you do find something at ACD that had to been, that's something from juvenile, you're not supposed to even go into that. I'm giving that fact to let people know I've been through way more than you probably realize. And my salary, my job, if the job don't respect me and how I'm walking, then the job is not for me.
Now, since you brought that up, I want to ask you about that. So, like, obviously, being a public school teacher, your salary is public information, right?
Yeah. But that's not. They got that wrong too. I forgot to say that. Thank you for
Damn.
He
didn't get anything right.
You got that wrong, homie.
How do you feel about them even putting because from what the article is about, what you get paid is completely irrelevant. So how do you feel?
They put it there twice. They put my salary twice. My wrong salary.
I just asked him that, so that's why we got into that. Maybe
they put it twice. Don't forget that. When you do something twice like that, it's a reason. I looked at it like that. Like it's like buck breaking. It's a slave whip. Like I am the absolute. You can't describe. I'm so sorry. There really might not be nobody on this planet that might be worse to do something like that to than me. I actually take it with that's why I made that very clear. And that the DOE do what the DOE do. This is a bureaucracy. If they was able to do what they was able to do to me during COVID, you think that they don't have the power to do what they want to do if something that don't make no sense? So I'm already in that thing. So what do you think? What is this? What do I preach? Multiple streams of revenue, learning how to invest, learning how to don't put all your eggs in one basket. Understand that if you want sovereignty, you're gonna have to sacrifice certain things in certain situations. If where my establishment isn't viewing my sovereign rights or recognizing my sovereign rights of what I'm saying, that's an easy thing for me. You don't even have to. I'm out the door. Like I said, I would never. Yeah, I mean, I could go on for days with that, but that's
100%. I think
baby
that's
stuff
definitely...
to me. It's like baby food. Like you think. Let me just make this very clear right now.
You good.
In the context of how I define a revolutionary as something that helps turn things in history and cycles. I am a natural born revolutionary like Fred Hampton Cloth, El Haj Malik El Shabazz Cloth. I'm not going to name that much more cloth like Tamis Ancora, Patrice Lumumba. Like there's only a few other people who I look at it who was pure with that cloth. You think that I will give that up for a salary? You think that people don't have no idea my history. And I'm humble with it. So it's like you get what you get. But shout out to the free thinkers. If y'all, the ones who've been following, y'all know my story. And in between, there's a lot of different things I've been dealing with. This is baby food. Like this is really, I give it to them who out there for those listeners of the West. Milk for babes, meat for men. You take that how you want. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's all right. That's the situation. Like this is literally worse than milk. That's why I'm saying that it's baby food. That's what I'm trying to say. It's milk. And I don't want to drink milk. I don't want no titty milk from a cow. I'm sorry. Respectfully.
Now
I don't want cow titty milk. Respectfully. I'm not saying anything about people who drink milk. See, now this is getting crazy. Let me leave it alone.
Now, would you like to sit down?
Now they're gonna say he anti-milk. He anti-cow.
Now would you like to have a conversation with this Spectre guy?
Would I like to have one? No, I wouldn't like to. It's not that it wouldn't please me.
But you would.
I would absolutely. But yeah, right now, like I said, like I've been playing chess since this came out. Like since my first post, that was a chess move when I said I'm not gonna be here anymore. If you let the enemy down and make the enemy think that they won the fight already, this will be saying Buddhism. One sword is good, two swords is better. No swords is the best because you got your enemies thinking that they don't need to be defended when you're gonna take their sword.
Fire.
Damn. Okay.
I'm a chess. I don't like to say chess master, but I'm serious about my life and everything I talk about. It's like authenticity is the only thing that matters to me. I look in the mirror and I love who I see in the mirror. I keep it real with that person and that person only. So that's
I think a lot of people aren't like that. Like when I look in the mirror, I love who I am. I love the person I've become. My integrity. Like I feel like I'm very happy with me, and I feel like people that aren't in that place and they're very questionable, and they look in the mirror and they're like, And don't get me wrong, I've been there in the past, like when I wasn't where I wanted to be, just like spiritually too, and like as a man, morally, your integrity and shit. Like when people who aren't in that space, they like when they see someone that is like that clearly and just so comfortable with themselves and just like someone that just fucks, like I fuck with me, I fuck with my life.
Yeah.
When
I'd have a beer with me.
Right. Like when people see that and they're like not comfortable, like it's very like triggering to a lot of people though. But I do want to get into we don't have to go too much about this article, but basically
hold on, I have one.
Y'all know I'm always an open book.
Yeah.
So I just have one more question. What would you like to see come from all of this? I know that's kind of a tough question because it's a negative thing, but it can be turned into a positive.
I don't think it's a tough question. I think what say what you said to me earlier. I think that's actually the perfect thing.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I was just thinking, to be honest. Like, arise and like that was part of the chess move from that post. Is a rise in the brands that we have here. We have created these platforms, not just for me, for all. Like that's what I'm saying, is a free thinker thing. This is a boost for free thinkers. This is firsthand seeing live and direct what we speak about happen in real life, standing up to this and all these type of things. So what it says, well, like what I like to see from it, taking this to another level, getting more professional with the whole situation, the podcast. I mean, honestly, like it's like I don't have nothing. This is just like these are just days right now. The only thing that really switched is how, like, the only thing the biggest switch that happened is that now when I do my live streams, I label them like a podcast. Like, seriously, like if you think about it, even the articles, there was probably like in the last 2 days, I think both times I'm speaking about this. So it's like, what am I, nothing really, I see beyond this. So it's like, I don't really know. It's like in everything, estamos en las manos de Dios siempre, mi gente. I live by that. It might be a joke when people hear me say it because they're like, oh, you just throwing on Spanish. We are in the hands of God always. If you don't have to believe that, that's how I'm looking at life. So I'm cradled already like that. It's a protection to already have. All I need to do is do what I'm doing. Move forward, and move forward is the due diligence. So I have so much support everywhere, in the school, out the school, online, out in real life. It's like
the support's been heavy for this,
heavy.
right?
I mean, I literally tell my mom just now, I got tired. I got tired responding to comments and messages and calls, and I got literally exhausted. Like I told Pablo, like I'm getting tired because while I was waiting, I was just going through all of those things, and it's like it's beautiful. I'm not complaining, but it's like like that's what I'm saying. I'm not. This is a beautiful thing. I'm getting more visits to my at the Etsy shop. Shout out to y'all if you want to go to Free Thinkers tinfoil hat. I'm getting more visits, like literally since this thing happened. Every day I've been getting more visits and more views on my for the for my hat. So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That's the trend. Doing more of that, promoting this, and enjoying. Like I'm reaching out. I want to definitely touch bases with like a lot of other free thinkers. Like I'm talking about like on a higher frequency now. Like that's why. Oh yeah, so maybe that's what I want to see. Maybe there we go. I think that's what Pop was saying. Candace Owens and Jimmy Dore, Kurt Metzger. I want to be in those. Ian Carroll. I want to but build with some of those. Have some conversations with them and dialogue after seeing how they went through some of these similar things. And I'm at the level I am, for me to be going through that. I think that says enough in itself. So I'm moving forward. Like I actually have mercy for them. Like the truth is, anybody, in my opinion, who is saying anything about this this post article being real or factual is somebody who didn't read it. You're never going to convince me to anything else. And if you are someone who read it and still feel like that, you just coming from some dark place that I don't know about and I don't want to know about. You can just stay there. You've been swinging at me this whole time. And once again, I'm glad I didn't say my other chess move. And to be honest, Pablo, this is the real one that I'm not saying. So that one is a nothing burger. This one is more connected to my job. So like that one is nothing burger. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm leaving it alone. It's all right.
You good.
It's all good.
I think that was a perfect explanation, and I think I couldn't agree more, and I couldn't relate more to what you were saying. Where it's like, bro, if anyone who came across that, it's like, bro, you didn't even like look into the facts.
Right.
You overlooked the facts, even if you did read or hear or watch. You decided to just overlook the actual fact, or you're coming from it has nothing to do with this. this
Right.
thing. It's some other thing, and you're coming from some weird ass place where, like you said, I don't want nothing to do with it. But like, take that shit elsewhere, bro.
Right.
I couldn't agree more. I relate to that so much, especially just with what's been going on lately. Like, and you said something on your live, like, oh, it's ignorance, and ignorance is just ignoring of the fact. See, that's why I love watching your live streams, the way you break down prefixes and shit. Sometimes, like, it's crazy. But okay, so to wrap up this article before we get into other stuff, you know, like I said, at the bottom it always says this could not be reached for comment. And we all know
I was gonna bring that up.
That's the funniest one for me.
Bring that up too.
That's what that and the moon landing, two funniest lines in this paper.
Right. How dare you question the moon landing and could not be reached for comment? And like, that's the oldest trick in the book. It's a way to it's we're covering their own ass by just saying what they're saying is technically true, that they couldn't reach you for a comment.
Exactly.
Because they didn't try.
Exactly. But the reason is because they didn't try to reach out to you.
That's real.
It doesn't say like, oh, we tried to reach out to, but we could not come in contact. Like, it doesn't say he did not respond. It says could not be reached.
Right.
So it's like more word spells, more word magic that, you know, they do. So I just thought that was insane.
And I want to say, I just thought about something, like, because you guys, this is really good. I really actually appreciate this interview. Well, Social said something that made me think, like, as far as like, oh yeah, that's what it was, contacting these people and having discussions with them. Like, that's why I said, I analyzed that, wait a minute, once, if you are an entity of that I'm dealing with, is I view it as energy, right? If the energy is opposite, is not blended with me, I don't deal with it. Like, that's my thing. I don't care who it is. Like, a lot of people do not even, they get upset with me because I'm like that. The second I feel something, I'm not in this club anymore. I don't like this. I don't like that vibe. We leaving. So my point is, if the author and the people connected to this article, they clearly know the words in here for them to spur these things that I'm all these things. That means that you know that I'm not, and you just on some dark stuff. So that's why I don't really care to talk to people who have darkness.
Right. Because the only thing that does, you're never going to change their mind. Anyone that is ignorant enough that's going to fall for their wizardry, you're not going to snap them out of those spells overnight. And all you're doing is opening yourself up to that dark energy by even sharing. Bro. Because people know this, like, in real life, but I feel like they overlook it on, like, in other realms. Like, just because you're not physically in person with someone doesn't mean they can't be in your energy field and fucking up your mojo, your juju. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
that's
absolutely
so important. That's so important to me. I think that's essential in life.
100%, bro.
Real.
And maybe you're not like fully cognizant of it, like when you're in it, right? But when you come out of the other end of a tunnel, and you look at me like, oh, I was not in the right mental here for this little period. Why was I coming out of character? Why was I? And, you know, you got to be cognizant of that, and you know, fucking trim the weeds, so to speak. You know what I mean? Don't let these
perfect wordplay.
Yeah, bro, on the go.
Yeah, you already.
So, yeah, that was the article. You know, I think it's great that we're talking about, like, moving forward, just growth and more. I look forward to more live streams, more collabs. I do want to see you, and we've been meaning to get him on this pod because I did his show one time. Ronan, the Ronan Experience, my boys. Another free speaker. I think you two would be a great episode together. So,
bro, that would be that.
I like that.
Yeah, we wouldn't even really have to say shit. Like, that would just be.
I like that.
And I'd want to get them together so then they could, you know, just the introduction and then the chemistry. So then they could do a episode like on his show, just them. You know, because I feel like that would be amazing.
And I did forget to say something. I mean, what would I be? It's just part of my life. So, but cartooning, making more cartoons, I forgot to say that too. Like, part of my moving forward. It's just I've been I had to juggle a lot of different things, like as far as setting up, like even with the hats and everything. That was a lot of behind the scenes things I was doing. So it was pulling my energy from really dedicating into the animations. But I have to be honest, I was right about to drop a big bang of of an animation that I have ready, but I'm waiting specifically for the right time now. But I'll just give you a heads up. It's about the biggest discussion in the media right now. Matter of fact, we'll just wait. But it's a funny little 8 to 10 minute piece that has some solid piece of information and stuff that we spoke about on a Free Thinkers Society. So
Let's go.
I'm excited about that too. So I got a few animations loaded already right now.
That's fire. And I think you're right though too about like your energy being different, because like I'm someone where I do a lot of different shit, so my attention's always scattered amongst like 9 different things. And you said to me before too, is like you were like, bro, like this is dope, this is dope. It's like, but if you like just focus on one thing, like you, and I do feel like more and more like the battle rap shit, I feel like I really have to like go out of my way to give it energy. And I only really do it. I only really do it for like a very small group of people that actually appreciate and show love.
Right.
And aside from just like providing free entertainment, I've got nothing but people slander, call me out my name, and fucking be obsessed with me and try to get my phone number and call me and report my music online for hate speech. And even though I swear to God, that's the new thing.
I can't stand that.
Even though I've been minding my own business, I don't talk about no one. I fell all the way the fuck back. I don't mention no one. I do my own fucking thing.
I don't mention
people still not. And look, I don't give a fuck if you want to like talk about me on if it's like a live stream or you're in a chat and you want to be like Pablo. I don't give a fuck. Once you go to like real life, you're fucking calling me when I'm working, or you're literally trying to get my not even just live, like it's not just like what you were doing where it's like, oh, a live and you think something I said was offensive. My music that I don't even say shit like that in. Like there's nothing hateful about the music at all. So now you're just being a weirdo.
Yeah, that's why when you said it, I'm like, that's deep. That's deep.
Right. Like reporting my songs for hate. I was like, that's insane. That's insane. So I actually wasn't even gonna mention that because I don't even want to like give these people the light, because like I know that's what they're doing it for. But
I'm glad to let me know, because
at the same time acknowledging what they're. So I say all that to say, like, it's like how much energy I put into the battle rap shit. Like I'm just and I think since like the clip and the pyro battle are the last 2 that I was able to do, had fun, and then after the battle was like still cool with the person. It didn't change. It didn't affect. People weren't crashing out, and now the relationship I have with someone is now changed because of it.
That's crazy. No sense.
It makes no sense to me. I leave it all in the ring. Once it's over, it's over. If they say you won, whatever. I might be like, that's bullshit. The night of, I might be like, nah, I clearly got that on some like like back and forth funny type shit. But like,
bro,
6 months later, a year later,
8-Man crashed out for like 6 months to a year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I can't, and then it's like it's this negative energy that people have good relationships with. That's why I'll never battle Seizure. That's why I honestly like regret even doing the Innovate battle with how it turned out, even though I love my material and shit. Like
I see what you mean, though.
It's like it feels like it's not the same as like it used to be. You're just like, oh, 2 MCs, you rap, you spit bars, and when it's over, you're like, oh, that was dope. Like perfect example, like a Irv and J Norm, like they both rap. They're like, yo, that was fire. Oh, he's dope. Blah blah blah. They go on. They're not sitting there talking crazy afterward, and now their whole relationship is fucking ruined because of the stupid battle. Like it's like, and it just takes my focus away from the other shit I want to be doing. I feel like I've accomplished enough, and I had no interest in battling anymore, for real. And that's why, like, I don't even do. It's not that I haven't got hit up to do in-person battles. It's that I had no interest in doing it, and it's not even about the money because I don't need the money.
Yeah, that's so powerful.
Virtual is the lowest viewed battles I've ever gotten. Was in virtual.
Yeah, facts.
And at this point,
I'm like, used to getting 1,000 views a battle.
Right. So at this point, I'm like, I was only doing it out of my love for the craft and for like this very small select group of people that still appreciate it and that are fans. But it's like, I don't know. I just don't know if there's any benefit of that. I think the pool of potential battles is way lower, and I just think the battles I have left at this point, I'm just not really interested in doing them for real.
I always, you know what, like one thing too, like using that skill towards like kind of like maybe we spoke about it already, like the anime, like it, because you a master, like y'all got the skill though, right? And y'all got that what you need for that whole thing, but it's like without the community. But if we doing something on our own, like some type of a simple like a animation with like using that battle rap, like not to get specific. We did throw out some ideas already, but maybe
me and
we
Pablo
should just
could do that. Like
that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That and it's like it can be like a real battle where we actually say, all right, who you think was better as an inanimate type of thing that we do.
So
we animate.
We're battling each other, but it's not each other. It's
yeah. Like literally like a fork and a spoon. Like, I mean, I'm just throwing something out there.
Right.
All right, you know what? So I'm drawing something up. I'm gonna make a pilot. We're gonna just do something, and I'm just throwing out there.
Because
let's play around with it.
I love the craft of putting stuff together and making this tie in with this and the wordplay and incorporating into I love all that, and I love rapping it, and I love.
I think that's an ill idea. Yeah,
everything else that comes along with the negative. Like I really feel like, I mean, rap in general, hip hop in general, is like the only genre where people really like hate on each other. Like, and I'm not saying you don't get it in other sects. Like, I'm sure there's like punk bands who like, they're not real punk. That's trash. That's not the authentic punk. That's not, but not to the level that you have in hip hop, especially in battle rap. Like,
right.
No one, motherfuckers are just like, it's like embedded in the culture to hate on everyone. And like no one's like I'm thinking of like folk, because I play guitar, I write songs, right? And it's like a singer, songwriter, or folk music. It's so rare in any other like genre of creatives to be like, fuck that dude. And it's like, oh, why? I don't know, just fuck him type of shit. It's like, what? Like, two folk singers don't do that to each other.
That's real.
Like, oh, you know what? Like they look to each other to like, oh, I love what he's doing, that new direction, and they actually like take inspiration from each other, and that's what pushes genres like forward. Now, in battle rap, you get that people copycat each other, but then it just becomes formulaic bullshit, and the same people they copy from, they're all carbon copies of the same thing, and you got one copy hating on another copy. It's like it's like doesn't make sense anymore.
That's literally real. That's crazy. It's
real.
One
copy hating on another copy. It's like, what the fuck? It's so far removed from like the authenticity.
That's like one AI app fucking hating on another AI app.
Literally, it's like two AIs. It's like two AIs artificially dating each other. It's like, what is
like I can't leave. I gotta leave. You ain't real enough for me. Like,
right, and it's like there's no fucking romance there, you know what I mean? But anyway, off of that, this is a great segue. Did you see the movie Obsession? Have you seen that yet?
Yeah.
Obsession, no.
Oh my god.
Is it new?
I saw it. It's starring me and HB2N.
Oh my god. No, yeah, it's newer. Hold on.
Oh my god! I don't know what happened,
but yeah, I did see the movie.
No, I just felt like it went along to what we were saying about
you're hilarious
on the net. But I don't want to do a whole movie review while we got you here, and if you haven't seen it, we'll do that another time. But I just watched that recently.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
Yeah.
So basically, what it is I'm the main character, and HB2N has this obsession with me. And
oh my god! All right, whatever. I don't even want to get into all that. So I do have some stuff, some like you were saying, modern topics. I feel like it would be great to go over while we have you here. Like I said, I did have that dude Instagram where he had the videos on you, but I think we can skip all that because
I did see them though. If you just for the record, I'm glad. See, that's all I have to say. I don't have to say anymore. I did way more than see them.
Oh, I do want to ask you this: how did you become aware of this? Like, that there was this article about you. When was the moment you were made aware that was it before it came out or after? And yeah, if you don't have to say, you don't have to say. You don't have to say who. No. You don't have to say who. But yeah, like how did you find out? What was your initial reaction?
I won't exactly because that's a This is part, like I said, chess moves.
Right.
But that's if you look. I left the live from the day that the article came out, June 18th or July 18th. I purposely left that up so everybody can literally see the moment. That's the only reason I left it up. You see, I actually ended the live. I said, wait a minute, I got a message from a loved one. Emergency. I don't know what they mean, but I gotta go. And I literally just ended the live like that. I left it there so you can see my
Okay.
absolute reaction. And that's why when I put that stuff up there, it was like they're able to make people connect. Like,
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I get what you're saying now. In the moment, like emergency. Okay, I was just curious, like,
Salute,
yeah,
Jerry.
without saying
so
too
I
much.
found out it came out just for the answer. Finalize that the article I believe was dropped at 1:48 probably p.m. or 1 o'clock or something like that. I found out I think 2:39. Like I had that number. It was just basically like an hour. It spent an hour and change, a little bit over an hour online before I knew that it existed.
That's crazy. I mean, now not that I would have seen it, but I mean, I'm not too
Right.
far away. I'm in Massachusetts, but
Right.
is this like you think it was like viewed like, and this was just an online article, right? So, but I
Right.
guess we do live in an online age. But do you have like a idea of like a scale of how many people you think is it like just mainly New York people? Is it like, do you have an idea of like how many people probably came across this or have commented on it?
That's a
Really?
good question. At this time, like commented on it, it's thousands.
Right.
It would literally be thousands. So, but I personally was able to respond back to about, I feel like maybe 250 probably, and the people was from all over. It wasn't just New York,
That's crazy.
but definitely wasn't just New York.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was like a big enough thing where, like you said, like that's crazy.
California had it. Yeah, California. It
Oh, really? Damn, that's nuts. So then it's like people across the fucking country that have no idea that it just like New York teacher and Guy Fawkes mask and tinfoot, like
exactly.
But you know, they say like bad news travels faster than good. I actually had a bar about that one time. I'm trying to remember how the fuck I worded it.
That's good.
Fuck, I'll have to look it up. It was something about I was like, they say that damn it, why can't I not think of it? It's like, oh, they say something that bad news will travel faster than you could fucking fasten your shoes, but if it's good, then you would think it wouldn't happen to you or something. I'm trying to remember. I gotta look that up because that was actually, it just reminded me of it. I gotta find that bar. That shit was fire.
Right.
But all right, so we got some things we can discuss. Some
big moves. I'm just saying a few people in the chat that I just realized. Let me just
salute. I think this is crazy. I want to get your take on this. Because we were just talking another one. I think it's a good segue. We were talking about AI and stuff, and I think this is actually perfect to get into from here. So I never heard of this company, but apparently it's called Flock, and this is just crazy to me.
The cameras.
Yeah. So
yeah,
this is insane. Where's my React one that's got us in the corner? No, that's not the one. Where is it? Nope. Where did it go? Sorry, my layout, it just disappeared on me. No, that's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. Where'd it go? What the fuck? I had it perfect too. All right, whatever. It don't matter. I can redo it. Here, I'll just do this and then add you guys back in. I don't know what happened. I had a perfect layout too. What I do, I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay. Why is it 1, 3, and 4?
That's those Flock cameras. That's definitely a situation right now. And then the people trying insane. Then you got people who are actively trying to break them down, bring them down, and they're trying to create. I think they already created a new law, literally for those people, like labeling them as terrorists or something like that. It's something crazy, but I'm interested right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's something crazy, but using all the stuff with the data that they're collecting, it's insane. And using
hold on.
the stuff with the data that they're collecting, it's insane.
Hold on, I gotta remove Social. Social, your mic was going crazy and it was fucking us up. 15 good minutes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let me just play this real quick. I don't know what socials Mike was doing. So this is the flock thing I was talking about. Watch this.
People who oppose AI-powered mass surveillance are what the CEO of Flock, Garrett Langley, calls terrorists.
And then unfortunately, there's terroristic organizations like DFlock, whose primary motivation is chaos.
Flock is a $7.5 billion mass surveillance company that spreads through securing local government contracts now in over 5,000 communities and has more than 20 billion vehicle tracking plate scans every month. A lot of these contracts are secured without public input, and I get why people wouldn't want these cameras, but Garrett says opposition, organized opposition, is terrorism. That's why we have democracy instead.
That's why we have a democratically elected process.
Oh, yeah?
We're not forcing Flock on anyone.
That's interesting,
No,
Garrett,
what a
because
flock of
towns that
shit.
voted to end their partnership with Flock
What a
still
flock
have
of
cameras
shit.
running. Here's an example unfolding right now. After massive public opposition to surveillance, the Cleveland Public Safety Commission voted not to renew their contract with Flock. Yay,
Wow.
democratic elected processes. But wait, what's this?
No
The
way.
cameras are still running. They're holding a revote.
I am frustrated that despite a 3-1 vote against renewing the city's Flock contract 2 weeks ago, Flock is for some reason getting a do-over.
Residents say that after the original vote to end the contract, the city council president, mayor, and police chief pushed for reversing course, resulting in a revote that now has advanced the contract despite public opposition. The next step is a full council vote on July 15th, less than a week after the revote. This leaves residents with very little time to fight back, and keeping the cameras on is one thing. Another is a community celebrating a win they fought for, only to be told it didn't hold weeks later.
I've never seen an instance where there was a revote on something that has already been heard. It felt like people were able to gather and make sure their voices were heard. And instead of listening to residents, they gave the agencies that stand to benefit from this another shot at convincing city council.
So people showed up to local government meetings, said they don't want a Flock contract. The local government voted not to renew the contract. Then that decision was reversed. And through all of it, the Flock cameras remained on anyway.
That's why we have a democratically elected process, right? Like we're not forcing Flock on anyone.
Any update on this, Garrett?
Okay, so I just thought that was fucking insane. How
It is.
Bro, how is this like? I just don't understand. They vote on it. They vote. They're like, yeah, no, and then they're like, well, fuck your no. Your no means nothing. Your no
That's
means
crazy,
nothing
though.
to us.
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't understand how that's even like a thing. I mean, obviously, billionaire companies, they gave kickbacks or something. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, if we donate, let this get re-reviewed at the board. But it's like, what kind of corruption are we fucking dealing with? This shit's like nonsense to me. Because
That's the
like,
word. It's
whole
blatant
point-
corruption.
if the whole point of like these meetings is to get together and a whole county speaks and says, no, we don't want this. And they said the cameras were never actually even shut off. The whole time they were arguing it, they never even turned them off. They were on the whole time.
Nobody gonna get charged for this. Nobody getting indicted for anything.
Because now they renewed it and they said, yeah.
Right.
So even though everyone that lives there said, no, we don't want this. Like, I think it's crazy too, because it's like, you know, you always say like, oh, you want people to get more involved and go to these town hall meetings and you know, let their voice be heard. They let their voice be heard. And then these corrupt people in the town hall, they just go, no, we're having a revote. And it's like, they do it to a point where people, they don't have the time to keep going back there all the fucking time. Every time that it's like, they thought this was already decided upon, you know?
Exactly.
Like, you ruled on this. You ruled on this.
Exactly.
They thought it was already decided upon. So they're not even thinking that they have to go back there. And then probably on like 3 days notice, they're like, oh, we're re-reviewing that. And now your say doesn't matter. And the town's just like, or the state or wherever, it's just like, actually, you know what? Well, we're renewing the contract and fuck you. It's like, what? Like,
None of that stuff mattered.
how do you even combat that at that point? If you're,
It's treachery.
It is. So it's like
outdated film treachery.
I'm just thinking, like, how do you combat that? Because
I mean, to be honest, like that's why I was saying, like, we literally. That's part of the concept behind what the tinfoil. We at a time where this is the new norm, where we have to understand that however you want to look at it, is like how the Sons of Liberty had to deal with things with no taxation without representation. We are literally there, but nobody wants to admit that that's the harsh reality. And it's like it's so far away that we are there where the same type of things are happening to us, but we're not there in a mental state where we're united to the point where we can say, all right, let's get these 13 colonies together and let's figure out something. We can't even get people to come together and talk. So that's where it's a little tricky with that situation, and people are insensitive. So there's a lot of people who are saying right now, well, those flock cameras not in my neighborhood, so I don't care. Knowing that this is a test until it gets to your neighborhood. So you might want to care.
No, 100%. 100% it's a test, because then it's like, yeah. It's just crazy to me.
We hear some interesting times.
We're down. I mean, are we in the end times at this point? I feel like, they've been saying that for years, but I really feel like it's more evident than ever that, like, right now, it's just like debauchery after debauchery, and like, it's like they don't even hide the corruption anymore, which is telling to me. Like before, I remember when I was a kid, stuff like the World Trade Center conspiracy stuff, like it was seen as like conspiracies, and you had to like look for this information. Like now it's like they'll just tell you what they're doing. They'll just put it right in your face and tell you what they're doing.
Bingo.
And it's like you have no recourse here. Like what are you gonna do, basically? And then
100%.
They're taunting you, basically, like, I dare you to say something. And guess what they'll do? They'll run a smear campaign article about you in the Post to try to make you
facts.
You see what I'm saying? It's like it all comes full circle. It's like
that was real.
Can't even for real. Like
what the fuck is going on?
God forbid. I don't know. You keep going in and out, Brody. I don't know what's going on with your mic, but yeah, it's just insane to me that I thought that was crazy. I got some other stuff here. I know you don't have too much longer.
I do go to sleep. I wake up. I'm a 4 o'clock. I mean, I don't mean to be on Marine time like that.
I mean to be on Marines. Nah, you good, bro.
Yeah, I jog and I do all, so my day starts off like I'm early with it. I mean, I'm already like literally I'll be in the bed already at 8 o'clock. But this was needed, and I appreciate this. So it's like this is anytime, I'm always here.
I do overnights and shit. So normally I don't even go to bed till like 6, 7 in the morning sometimes.
Oh,
yeah, I woke up at like 6, 7 a.m. So
that's real. I feel.
That's why I was like, I was a little tired, and I was like, oh, let me take a nap before we start.
Now I understand. Like, yeah, but it's all good because now it's reversed. I'm like that now. But now I appreciate too. Like, I'm glad I got this this out the way. And yeah, like, I mean, as far as me wanting to talk, I'm glad I got this out because I focus on like the ones that I wanted with the like I said, the Candace Owens and things like that. If not, I'm moving on already. Like, I'm beyond this. The way we speaking already, we're gonna start working on stuff. We're gonna try to like this. I'm not thinking about nothing else, but just this one right here. We just talk about something nice and simple. And I already kind of freestyle how to do the pilot. Like, I got a good idea. So matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to y'all tomorrow morning and we'll touch bases and start the day off like that. Just keep bouncing ideas.
And I got a beat, and I'll send you another beat. All
right, yeah. So social left, so I can't hear you, but you already know what time it is, my brother.
Oh, okay.
All the one love. I appreciate you all. Thank you all the support. All love is ridiculous. It's endless. Thank you, Timeless. You're gonna see me here. We have more now. We're gonna get back into deeper discussions. Other things going on in life. But shout out to all you guys. Don't forget, if you ever want to support however you want. You want to go, even if you just go check it out. Go get a view. Go to Etsy. Free Think is tinfoil. That's all you have to check. Or go to Etsy, the app or whatever, and type in patriotic tinfoil hat. Patriotic tinfoil hat. One time. I see you guys. Oh, you can hear. You can. All right, let me get out of here.